Everyone loves a skyscraper going up, but let's be honest. The real fireworks start when 100,000 tons of concrete take the express elevator down. Today, we're counting down the 10 tallest building demolitions ever and the wild backstories that made BOOM the only viable renovation plan. Let's dive in. Number 10. Ocean Tower, South Padre Island, Texas. 115 meters tall, nicknamed the Leaning Tower of South Padre. During construction, engineers spotted widening cracks in the support columns and realized the whole tower was settling nearly 16 inches thanks to tricky subsurface conditions on the barrier island. Fixing it would cost a fortune, so the owners tapped Controlled Demolition Incorporated and brought down the 31-story frame in a textbook implosion. At the time, it was a record height for a reinforced concrete implosion in the United States. From Texas tilt to Texas tornado, our next tower had a date with the wind before its date with gravity. Number 9. Landmark Tower, Fort Worth, Texas, 116 meters tall. Opened in the late 50s with a giant revolving digital clock, this mid-century icon peaked as Fort Worth's tallest building. Decades of decline left it empty, then a tornado in the year 2000 scarred the facade and sealed its fate. In 2006, crews evacuated 15 city blocks and used explosives to end the countdown for good. Its replacement was not another skyscraper, but a parking garage. If wind troubles you, try 30,000 people counting down your demise. Frankfurt did. Number 8. AFE Tower, Frankfurt, Germany. 116 meters tall, a brutalist university tower with overloaded elevators and a long-planned campus move. After years of complaints and failed solutions, Frankfurt went for spectacle. About a ton of explosives and a 10-second implosion brought it down, Europe's biggest controlled demolition at the time. More than 30,000 people watched it live. Today, the site hosts shiny mixed-use towers. Germany went big, but China went taller. Number 7. Golden Flower Building, Xi'an, China, 118 meters tall. Built in the 90s and abandoned almost immediately, the high-rise stood unused for years. Renovation would have been too expensive. By 2015, officials had had enough. Using more than a ton of dynamite and 12,000 detonators, crews dropped the skyscraper like a mic. The cleanup took more than 70 days before redevelopment began. Unused office towers are sad. Abandoned megastores are tragic. Detroit knows best. Number 6. J.L. Hudson's Department Store, Detroit, Michigan, 134 meters tall. When the world's tallest department store lost the department store era, it closed, decayed, and became a 2 million square foot ghost. The implosion in 1998 drew around 20,000 spectators. The shock shattered windows and even damaged Detroit's elevated train, the People Mover. Today, the site is being reborn with a new tower, proof that retail's loss can be downtown's reset. Prefer stealth to spectacle? Tokyo brought down a skyscraper so quietly the neighbors barely noticed. Number 5. Grand Prince Hotel Akasaka, Tokyo, Japan, 139 meters tall. Instead of a classic boom, engineers used a top-down, inside-out method. They enclosed the top floors, dismantled the structure under the shroud, and lowered the roof hydraulically as the building shrank. It kept noise, dust, and vibrations ultra-low. A skyscraper vanishing act in a hyper-dense neighborhood. Efficient, tidy, and very Japanese. Sometimes the story isn't finesse, it's fire.
The downside to all of this, there certainly would be cheaper options when it comes to deconstructing this old building. But this method is clean, it is efficient, and it's not disturbing the neighbors.
Number 4. One Meridian Plaza, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 150 meters tall. A devastating blaze raged through the tower in 1991, fatally injuring 3 firefighters and gutting multiple floors. With massive structural and smoke damage, lawsuits, and an empty shell haunting Center City, Owners finally opted for demolition by the late 90s. It became a national case study in high-rise fire protection and sprinklers, and a sobering reminder that rebuild isn't always on the table.
Believe me, it's the most difficult fire I've ever been on in my 18 years in the fire department.
From fire in Philadelphia to unfinished business in Abu Dhabi, our next story is about 4 towers that never even got the chance to shine. Number 3. Mina Plaza, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. 165 meters tall. Construction started in 2007, stalled 5 years later amid disputes and financing snags, and left behind 4 unfinished towers. The city's redevelopment push called time. Crews used thousands of pounds of plastic explosives and more than 18,000 detonators to erase 4 towers in just 10 seconds, earning a Guinness World Record for most buildings demolished simultaneously. Abu Dhabi took 4 at once. New York took one that changed the record books. Number 2, Singer Building, New York City. 187 meters tall. Once the tallest building in the world, when it opened in 1908, the Singer Tower had gorgeous bones but tiny floor plates. By the 1960s, it was commercially awkward with cramped layouts and outdated systems. The owner replaced it with One Liberty Plaza, and the Singer became a preservation cautionary tale. Still one of the tallest skyscrapers ever lost. History got dethroned. The new number 1 didn't fall to neglect or fire, it fell to efficiency. Number 1, 270 Park Avenue, New York City. 215 meters tall. A modernist tower that even earned green building credentials in its later years still met the wrecking ball. Why? Midtown East rezoning, a bigger corporate headquarters brief, and modern floor plate demands. J.P. Morgan Chase dismantled the 52-story tower piece by piece in the heart of Manhattan and set a new record, tallest building ever voluntarily demolished by its owner. Its much larger replacement is already rising on the same site. Efficiency is the new ornament. If construction is optimism, demolition is honesty. Cities grow by admitting what no longer fits and making room for what's next. Which fall shocked you most? Drop your pick below. If you love smart architecture stories told at full speed, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next deep dive.